Good morning, everyone. Happy energy reading. I'm Terry. It is so fabulous to see you. I am choosing cards for us right now, just picking out some cards so that we can take an energetic temperature check to see what today's potentials and possibilities might be like. But just know that no matter what I say, nothing I say is ever set in stone. You have your God-given gift of free will to make all your own choices and decisions, which actually creates your own reality. So please remember, this is a general reading because I'm reading for all y'all, not just one of you. So not all this information is going to resonate with everyone. So just take what does, toss what doesn't. And if you would like something more personal, more private, we can arrange that. Just check out my website, terriehuberman.com. And all you got to do is click on the book or reading section and you can get yourself a personalized reading. Also, today is the last day for this Sunday's Healing Circle. Today's the last day that you can register for Sunday's Healing Circle at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. The information to register is down below in the comments section. It is $20 per person. And I'd love to have you there. We have a really safe, comfortable environment with a side of sick and twisted humor. So if you're interested in meditating, if you're interested in energetic recalibration, if you're interested in getting more into your intuition, go ahead and join us this Sunday. And we'll have ourselves a grand old time. I do have my cards here waiting for today's reveals, so let's get to it. Here we go. We have the Nine of Hearts. We have El Diablito. Yep. We have New Beginnings. Wow. And we have Ace of Air. So let me put this all together for everybody. This is today's energy we're working with. Ace of Air, New Beginnings, Nine of Hearts, and El Diablito. Okay, here we go. Yay. So this is one of those one door closes, another door opens type situation. Yes, of course, the air is going to come up. We are in Aquarius season and it's the Ace of Air. So it's all about new beginnings. And here's what I got to say. We've been in relationship land for a few days now. And it looks like we're still in relationship land. But it's interesting to see the evolution of how things are moving and flowing. Because here's what I've got to say, people, party people, about this relationship thing. Some of us are realizing that whoever or whatever we're doing with people or with a person, and this is not, well, I was gonna say it's not really for established people, but it could actually be for established people. Actually, you want to know something? This is more for established people. People who are actually in relationships or know for sure this ain't going anywhere. Yeah, because we have here, what we have going on here is people understanding or realizing that perhaps the patterns that they have been using in relationships are just not working for them anymore. And so they're making choices and decisions to end or close relationships or situations. Yeah, and because, it's interesting because it's like Aquarius season is all about rebellion and really not caring what other people think. So people might have a big mouth when they're ending these things too and be slightly like, I give none of the fucks. So, it's like, that's why at the beginning I started this with like one door closes, another door opens, because we also do have new beginnings where basically people are saying no to relationships and then yes to themselves, which is like good news, bad news for other people around them, right? So what we have here is we have people who have been dating somebody or are in a relationship with someone, and they're just really realizing it's not working out. And the reason why they started or continued in the first place was because of their patterns. So in other words, they might have started doing something for a particular reason. And when I say doing something, having this relationship, but they're realizing it's not working for them anymore. And they don't want to stay in the, not obsession of it, but the unhealthiness of it. Because again, it's like, I'm going to give you an example. Sometimes people who start smoking don't continue smoking for the same reason, right? So they started maybe to impress somebody, but they continued because they became addicted, right? Makes sense? So it's like people may have gotten into relationships or into situations for some particular reason, for a reason, and then they continued it for a whole other reason, which to me feels like their pattern, like their unhealthy ways of coping. But now they're getting out of it because they understand it's not working. So if you find yourself in this situation, it's actually okay. It's bittersweet, right? You got into a relationship with someone because maybe you were enthralled, or it seemed like a good idea at the time. And then as things progressed or moved on, you were like, I just stuck around because I was afraid to be alone, or I just stuck around because he or she was hot or good in bed or whatever, right? But it's not the same reason you started. And so you're just like, I'm done. Like you've gotten to a point where you really realize, and that I keep hearing sick and tired, sick and tired, sick and tired. It's like you got to that point where you're like, I'm not sticking around anymore. This just isn't working for me. And so you're like, I don't even care anymore. I'm rebelling. I'm out. Peace out. Fly away. So you leave relationship. The relationship ends. But of course, as you really, or because you leave that relationship, it gives you a chance now to really take a look at yourself, do a deep dive for those of you who like to dive deep into, more of healing of yourself. Like, who am I? What are the things that I do like? What are the things that I don't like? What are the things that I do need? What are the things that I don't need? So you can see it's like good news, bad news, right? So like, here comes the good news. Now I can really, really get to know myself. I just had a vision of that movie, The Runaway Bride. Do you guys remember that movie with Julia Roberts, where she didn't know what she wanted? She would just go along in any relationship and, whatever. She would date men. So whatever the guys would like, she would like, and she would get engaged and right there at the wedding, take off because it didn't feel right to her. It wasn't right because she didn't know what she wanted. She didn't discover who she was. So that's kind of like what this feels like to me, is that, a relationship comes to an end. It is sad, but it's also an opportunity for you. And the reason you stayed in the relationship is not the same reason that you started the relationship. And, we do grow, shift, evolve, and change. And it's just now is the right time, actually. The timing's really good because it's Aquarius season. Aquarius season is like, I'm out, peace out. And, we do have a new moon today in Aquarius, which is all about rebirth. So like, this is perfect. This is rebirth in relationships. If you're in a relationship that hasn't been working out. Yeah. So I feel like I want to say, I'm really sorry. You have my sympathy if you're in a breakup or you're breaking up, because it's never pleasant. But I just want to tell you that around the corner is something amazing, which is you. You are around the corner. You. So all this, it's interesting. Everything that's been going on with relationships this week is like this whole like learning process. And, it is what it is, but that's where we are today. And again, you have my sympathy, and I wish you all the best in finding out who you are and all the things that you enjoy, and stay connected to yourself. Stay connected to your friends and family during this time. And of course, you can stay connected to me by checking me out at terriehuberman.com. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really, really, I love doing this for all of you guys. I really appreciate all the engagement, each and every one of you that are watching. And I'll see ya on the flip side.